The maternity place at Broward Health Coral Springs offers high-quality, personalized obstetric and Level 2 neonatal care. All new private suites and comprehensive support services for both mother and baby are just a few of the unique amenities. The all-private suite NICU is located steps away from Mom Suite. Broward Health Coral Springs has a long-standing history and commitment to the community. When looking for high-quality, compassionate care, you can depend on Broward Health Coral Springs.
Next, we have Broward Health Coral Springs on Coral Hills Drive in Coral Springs. All right, let's get into it. 11 months ago, my son was brought in by EMS, and what a horrible experience from the time they came to the unprofessional and uncaring treatment of your staff and doctors in the ER. Doctor never bothered to even come in room to examine him. Brought in from having a seizure and had 3 more while in room in the ER. His O2 dropped to 62. And I went to inform someone, and they said that's nothing. His heart rate hit 212, was admitted, and most of the care there was just as bad. Found out his sodium level was critical, 116, and could have went into a coma and even death. What if it was one of their family members? Would they have gotten treated like that? Never heard anything about the CT, and they should have done an MRI of the brain to see how bad it swelled. They then raised sodium too fast and then tried to correct that. Now this could cause major problems from now on. If I was you, I definitely would go elsewhere. Also, BP was 230 over 132. Never got to see a cardiologist, neurologist, or urologist. Wow, and they have pictures of the heart rate and everything. Jeez, his O2 level. We regret your expectations were not met. A little bit of a different response. But yeah, this is in the same network as the first Broward County Health Center that we went over. This is just their Coral Springs Hospital. Let's see what else we have. A year ago, with photos. Worst hospital, stay away. My husband was given sheets with bloodstains on it. Blood that was not his. The food tray was sticky and nasty to the touch. How is one to regain their appetite using this? The curtain dividing the room had stains on it, presumably stains that look like blood. Extremely unsightly, turning your head, not feeling well to see this. The nightstand was falling apart. Chips were falling off when it was touched or anything was placed on it. Simply answering the phone caused chips to fall off the nightstand. The shower head holder was broken in his bathroom. Patients are expected to shower holding the shower head. Garbage was left on the floor next to the trash can for 2 days. My husband watched the cleaning lady empty the trash can and disregard the trash on the floor. Guest relations is a joke, showed no empathy to our concerns. Jocelyn Feliz claims the food trays are supposed to be sticky, and Summer Marrero seemed bothered by my complaints. Oh, wow. We appreciate you reaching out to our CEO, who will be investigating your concerns as well. We wish you and your family the best of health, and please let us know if we may be of service. 8 months ago. Please don't go here if you're looking for actual care. I wouldn't wish this place on my worst enemy. I went here myself recently and waited 2 hours in the ER with severe pain just to leave and go to an urgent care to actually get service. I also had a family member who went here recently just to come back home, worse than when she originally left. The communication is horrible with the staff. The service is just the worst. And it's not my problem attitude is just the icing on the cake. There used to be a time I trusted in the medical system, and now you're simple just another insurance claim. I wouldn't go here even if I was dying. Just let me meet my maker at that point. Do yourself and your loved ones a favor. Do not go to this hospital. You were warned. If you truly have to go to a hospital, Holy Cross, highly recommended. 3 years ago. Well, I went to the hospital Thursday afternoon for pain. I had a wonderful experience in the ER. The doctor, nurses, and specialists were extremely caring and definitely listened to any I had to say. They constantly checked up on me to make sure I was okay. Ended up having to stay over 2 nights as I had to have surgery. The minute I went upstairs to an overnight room, I was treated like an inconvenience. One nurse didn't want to give me the full dose of my medicine after the doctor clearly told me what dose. She gave me half, and when I asked her about it, she didn't say anything, just walked out of the room. I had to call every 4 to 5 hours for medicine and had to wait over an hour to get it every time. And when I thought to call earlier for it so I would get it before the pain was unbearable, I was told to wait. Also, I had an allergic reaction to my medicine and told my nurse I was not going to take that again. She tried to give it to me and said she can give me something else on top of it for the allergic reaction. I asked her to talk to the doctor or pharmacy for something different since the reaction was bad and she gave me the worst attitude. I couldn't even talk to my nurses about my pain. I just wanted to leave. Mind you, I'm in serious pain waiting to have surgery. I've also had great experience at this hospital since I was very young, so to me this was a very big shock to be treated this poorly. I will not be coming to this hospital again. I'm so upset about this experience.
I find that the staff here, once they come here to work, they're here to stay for 20, 30 years. And I can see why, because it's one of the smaller facilities, so it does have a more intimate feeling. It's a comfortable environment. Everybody supports each other.
But when you come in at Coral Springs, you have a wonderful training. I have a chance to rotate everywhere: triage, resuscitation room, again in peds. Also, I have a chance to work as a charge nurse as well. If you want to work everywhere, if you looking for experience, yes, you will get that at Coral Springs.
I had 3 months of training, got exposure to different procedures. They wanted to make sure you either saw a procedure or talked thoroughly about it, and they made sure that I was comfortable, that I was with competent people, and I was provided information and a lot of support.
Two years ago, would give a minus if I could. My husband went for a stomach bug he got. They told him I could go in the emergency room with him once he tested negative for COVID. He was feeling horrible, high fever, and dehydrated. Once the test came back negative, they refused to let me back there, although there are signs stating one person can accompany you if negative, along with them telling us that prior. Also, while he was waiting for hours, he asked for water and ice, which was refused. They were rude, made him feel uncomfortable, and accused him of using my urine because the front desk had him get a sample while waiting in the room. This was outlandish. He's sick and needs to figure out what's going on with him. Extremely unsatisfied with their service. Do better for people. You see signs everywhere. Best emergency room service. Definitely not. Going back home with no answers. Huge waste of time. 2 years ago. To update my horrible experience at this so-called hospital, not only did I not receive the care I needed, but this place billed my insurance for $14,000 for their wonderful service. Incredible. This is the reason why no one can afford health care. Not only did a physician never examine me while I sat in a room for hours, these charges are only for x-rays, CT labs, and IV observation. Disgusting, that is all I can say. Against my better judgment, because I heard this place was bad, I made the mistake to go to s01e03 at my doctor's request. In my 6 hours in a room at the ER, I was not examined by a physician. The nurses were rude and incompetent. CT was done because of my rectal bleeding. I had to walk to nursing desk several times to ask for someone to come to talk to me. Finally, a very rude nurse handed me the CT report, and still nobody explained my diagnosis. Very rudely, I was told my gastro told them to admit me, which I later found out from him was not true. Was finally moved to a room upstairs where things did not improve. For 40 minutes, I sat in a bed waiting for anyone to come check on me. My husband got there, and every question he asked, the staff just looked at each other, hoping the other would have an answer. Thank God I was not so ill that I was able to walk out of this so-called hospital. We need a real hospital in Coral Springs. Horrible, horrible. Who certified or inspected this place to be a medical facility? Be careful and never go to this place. 2 years ago. Worst hospital. They have almost no nurses at night. My daughter called the nurse 100 times last night from 9:30 p.m. until 6:30 a.m. and was never answered, nor anyone came to the room. She finally came with a bad attitude at 6:40 a.m. saying that they don't have nurses and left. Nobody showed up for 9 hours. My daughter had to disconnect everything to go to the bathroom herself without any help. Her IV machine was beeping all night. This is 100% unacceptable. No water to drink, nothing for 9 hours. It is criminal. Today I am going to escalate and complain and call authorities. I will find out the names and post it later on. 2 years ago. The worst hospital I've even been to. Please stay away from this place. I was there for a week and they never cleaned the bathroom with garbage overflowing, and I think they got some kind of funding if they intubate a person, especially Hispanic, that doesn't understand what's going on. Keep your family safe and do not take them to the hospital.
Broward Health Coral Springs is a 250-bed hospital located in the heart of Coral Springs, providing high-quality care for patients and their families for more than 30 years, focusing on emergency, surgical, women's, and children's services. When it comes to emergencies, you can count on Broward Health Coral Springs for 24/7 access to specialized emergency room physicians, including board-certified pediatric specialists and specially trained medical teams. There is a dedicated children's emergency department providing patient-centered care for the youngest patients. It is also the first area hospital to offer telemedicine, giving patients the ability to electronically communicate with medical caregivers. The Surgical Center at Broward Health Coral Springs is committed to providing patients with high-quality, medically innovative care. The center offers the latest in minimally invasive and robotic treatment options in a variety of specialties. Some of the benefits of minimally invasive surgery can include less pain and scarring and shorter recovery time versus traditional surgery. The Sala Foundation Children's Hospital at Broward Health Coral Springs offers the full spectrum of pediatric specialty services in a cheerful and uplifting environment. With access to specialized pediatricians and pediatric nurses, patients can benefit from an extensive range of inpatient and outpatient pediatric programs, including a 24-hour dedicated emergency room for children and West Broward's only pediatric intensive care unit. The Women's Hospital at Broward Health Coral Springs features a vast array of specialties, ranging from general gynecology and obstetrics to gynecologic urology and cancer care. Services include breast MRI, digital 3D mammography technology, osteoporosis detection, stereostatic breast biopsy, and ultrasound. Educational resources are also available, allowing women to gain control of their own health and wellness. The Maternity Place at Broward Health Coral Springs offers high-quality, personalized obstetric and Level 2 neonatal care, all in a comfortable, modern environment. All new private suites and comprehensive support services for both mother and baby are just a few of the unique amenities. For babies requiring a higher level of care, parents can feel comfortable knowing it's on-site through the Sala Foundation Children's Hospital. The Level 2 Neonatal Intensive Care Unit is staffed 24/7 by board-certified neonatologists and highly skilled neonatal nurses ready to care for the most specialized cases. The all-private suite NICU is located steps away from Mom Suite, offering increased privacy and enough space for the entire family. Broward Health Coral Springs has a long-standing history and commitment to the community. When looking for high-quality, compassionate care, you can depend on Broward Health Coral Springs.